Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks!
What's going on, YouTube? Metal Complex here, and welcome to part 3 of this current TSA Confiscated Knives box. If you don't know, I purchased another box of TSA Confiscated Knives off of eBay, this time 25 pounds. It's actually interesting how many bags were inside and what they were labeled. One of the bags, you remember part 1, this is part 3. I'll try and link all the different parts down in the description, as well as the original series in a playlist, so you guys can check them out. They're fun. One of these was labeled bonus items, which is, you know, always, it's intrigued me during this whole venture into this second box. So what I'm going to do here is, since we've already got through the first bag, I'm going to dump out part of the second bag, which is obviously knives, and I'm also going to dump out part of the bonus bag so we can see what's actually in here, and then we'll do the rest of it in part 4. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. And if you're new to my channel, most of my content covers actually high-quality knives. Don't waste your money on stuff like this. Buy nice knives. You can check out links for good retailers down in the description. We're using different gloves today because, honestly, those gauntlets just killed my hands. They're also falling apart because the gauntlets are not they're not any type of quality item. It was funny, but I'd rather have my hands actually protected. So we're going to use some work gloves from my garage, and it'll be a little easier. So here's part of the bonus item bag. Okay. It's self-defense. It's self-defense stuff. Okay, and then here's part of the other knife bag. Let's see what types of treasures. I probably could have opened this maybe a little bit better. Here we go. Oh, yeah, some multi-blade and some other treasures. Oh, goodness. I'm going to get a few more of these bonus items because I'm realizing how much of this is actually in this bag. What are these things? Oh, my gosh. This is such an amazing pile of garbage here. Okay, so these are these self-defense spikes? Is that what this is? Like, there's so many of these. Look at this. Oh my goodness. 1, 2, they're all the same type of thing here. So yeah, jeez, man, these must be unbelievable. We got a mega-sized one there. I feel like the smaller ones are probably going to do more damage, but that's what these all are, these little spikes. Some of these have obviously been carried a lot. Like some of them, I mean, like this pink one here, who knows what this is. The tip of it's worn down too. So it was either rolling around in someone's bag or purse or something, or they actually used it on a number of faces. So can I put one between each finger? You know, like does this give me a tactical advantage? I really doubt it. I don't see how these types of items can really, I mean, like, it's just like a pointy, it's not something that's like readily going to puncture, but it gives them a warning poke. Hey, you know, like that kind of thing. Hey. Now these cat things, cat knucks, seem to be a bit more dangerous. Taking one of these to the face, obviously, not gonna be the most fun thing for the recipient of the ears, but also, if you've ever tried to punch something with one of these, that going into, if you don't know this, if you've been carrying one of these things around and you're like, I'm prepared now, they don't know what they're in for, it's going to hurt. You're going to hurt yourself. You have no idea what this is going to do to your hand. This is an object that's bought by people who have no idea. They don't know any better. And I'll tell you how I know that. Look at all these. Pink, purple, black, black, pink. Like, I'll tell you how I know this, because I was one of those people, and I bought one of these and punched a tree. Don't punch trees. Obviously, it depends on what you hit, but either way, even if you have like a softer, even punching a box with something like this, what goes into your hand, not going to feel good. If you collide with something hard, there's a good chance you could break your hand with something like this. So these types of objects are also stupid. Was somebody actually carrying these on their keys? That's so ridiculous. Is this, ooh, hold on, is this mace? Yeah, don't want to push on this. So that's what that is. And then it's pink and it says, oh, saber. Okay, I don't know if this is actually still full, and I definitely do not want that to go off. That's probably gonna get completely discarded. That's terrible. I'm gonna point that away from myself there. Alrighty, what do we have here? Oh, we have a nice pouch for this guy here, Beretta. This is essentially brand new. It has one of these mysterious flashlights. Does it work? Come on, flashlight. Work with me here. Does it have a little battery in here? Is there a little space for a battery? Yes. Was there a battery inside? It looks like perhaps. I don't know. I'm so curious if any of these things actually ever work. And if they do, there's no way that they're very bright. And there's no way that they last very long. Interesting. Whatever company manufactures this little piece sold to everybody for a certain amount of time. Just Beretta. That's all it is. Very typical multi-bladed item. Again, with the ventilate. What is this? Is this an actual bullet? Who's just carrying a roll around? That's it. They just had this in their pocket and they're like, oh, I'm sorry. What's the problem? What's the problem? A guy can't carry it. It's not a gun. It's obviously, they just had a hole poked in it. Maybe it was just like a keychain or something. I don't think it's actually, I don't think it's live. I don't know. I'm not really, it doesn't look like it's possible that it would be. So I'm also definitely curious about these. Does this come apart? It's just like you whack them in the forehead. Hey, you put that lady's purses down. You whack them in the forehead. Like, is that what this is? It's just a stick, you poke them in the eyes, you get them in the ribs, like, well, this is so odd to me. Oh, and it's got a butterfly on it. They're not going to come out and say it, but they're like, hey, you've heard of that brand we're not going to say it, but you've heard of the butterfly brand? Well, that's us. Is it? It might be. Like, that's shameless. What does this say here? TheCourageCourse.org. Oh, you are stronger than you think. Yeah, I can imagine exactly what we're going to find there. I know exactly the types of programs where people end up with this complimentary, crotch poker thing. You say, hey, you jam this into their goods. What's this one here? Same thing. It's just it's such an odd object. It's not big enough to swing. It's just jam them in the face. I mean, I feel like I could just hit somebody with my cell phone. It's so weird. Is it a whistle? God, I mean, somebody made, and like the first course. So the first self-defense course that suggested an item like this is like optimal. Some OEM, some company made a fortune off of just taking these rods. Probably about the same that they come stock, and they're like, just put some lines in them. Just minimal manufacturing. Made a killing off of them. Bunch of these. Bunch of them. This guy right here, scale came off. Oh, thank God. The toothpick's not even there. We don't even have to look at it. This is how this was attached. There were no screws. None. All the screws came out. It was just adhesive. Oh, they're literally just pegs. Wow, what a huge chunk of crap. Yeah, that's it. I don't know what that symbol is. It's not. A lot of people keep telling me the Swiss Army knives are worth money. I'm like, what Swiss Army knives? There's not a single one of these was an authentic Swiss Army knife. This one that fell down here is more of these, they kind of. I think, it says Lavallee Law Office is just like promotional stuff, and it's all the same thing. Same with the vents, right? Here we got another one here with the blue dot on it. This says Deaton Investigations, LLC, and then they got a website. This one here still has the tag on it. Does it have a price tag? No, but this is brand. Oh, this is like a tourist. It's $7.99. Bloomin' Onion Incorporated. Never been used. Guy was carrying it around in his pocket with the tag on it. How old is this? I mean, it's showing signs that it's probably was confiscated. They bought it at a gift shop and then tried to board the plane and they took it however many years ago, and it's been rolling around in boxes of other knives for who knows how many years. A lot of the little I'm curious about this little tiny guy right here. I don't know if I'll actually be able to get the blade out of that one, but this is, once again, we're all spared having to look at whatever old person toothpick was in there. Odd, just white. We have, what's this right here? Saber, a lot of Saber. Not something that the TSA guys are interested in grabbing. Is this this says Saber Japan Barlow. That's interesting. I wonder if this is anything special at all. What does it say over here? Same thing, Saber brand. I didn't know. So it's Japan. We found one that said USA one time, and then we also found one that said China. So that's kind of neat. It definitely has. I mean, it's not going to be like a, it's not going to be as valuable as like a GEC 15 or anything like that. But another one of these promotional thingies. Rob's Portable Buildings, and then he gives you this like a huge key fob with a blade on it. What do we have right here? Metal and with holes and very hard to open and very crusty. Stainless china. Not much to say on that one. We have another pheasant knife. I always joke about these because it feels like a budget Spyderco. Oh, man, look at that. What's wrong with prying with your knife? What's wrong with prying? It's a tool. You could pry with your knife. Yeah, the guy who owned this thought that too. You can see how that worked out. Oh, man. Why can't people just use knives to cut? Why do they have to force them into these ridiculous rolls? So these are... What the heck is this? Oh, that is... Is this Jaguar? Oh, Jaguar. We're learning that Jaguar made some bad stuff. Some very poo-poo yucky stuff. A lot of little pieces have fallen out of this knife. And it is all of the bad together with no detent. They said, no detents on our knives. Pointless. Cut down on production costs. And we have these are all the same thing. All of these are all the same thing. These must just be essentially gift shop near the airport type knives. Like, that's just what these are. Throwaway multi-tools, right? This one here, same kind of thing, with the little grip things on there. It's all the exact same stuff. Now, what is... Oh, wait, this one's different. It's the same thing, but it's just flat. Like, I mean, okay, it's got the cork thing on there, but... Yeah, there's no words or anything printed on it. And then this, I have to assume, is a taser. Yeah. Oh. It just plugs right into the wall. Yeah, does this work? No. Oh, wait, no. So here, we got a sliding thing right there. Oh, it's on. No, it's not going to shoot anything out, is it? Uh-oh. Sorry, somebody's walking around upstairs. It flashed there for a second. Yeah. See, it says on. I'm so scared. I'm also going to get rid of this. But, yeah, I can understand why they would not want you to have this. But this person was walking around with a taser they assumed worked. I'm not sure that it does unless it requires, like, specific contact. What is this brand? Thundercats? Yeah, okay. Thundercats taser. So all of this is funny. These self-defense, these gimmicky, goofy self-defense stuff that, probably you pick up after you take a course, self-empowerment course, something like that. The pepper spray, the pink pepper spray thing was pretty alarming. This is kind of, to me, is the most interesting find, even if, again, not that I'm buying these because I want to find rare, expensive things. Like, I have plenty of expensive knives that are part of my own personal collection, but it's just fun to look through this stuff. But this is interesting. It's just, I'm really curious about this Saber company because this does not appear to be made poorly. It appears to be made, just fine. And I did not expect to see Japan on there. So I bet whoever lost this one legitimately does miss it. That's it for this one. And then the next video will be the final part of this box, which will probably be about the same moving forward. We'll do one box and we'll do 4 parts. So essentially I'm going to try and buy one of these boxes every month and entertain you guys with these videos once a week, breaking it up from the regular content. I know you guys love the high quality knives, but it's also fun to see all the garbage and the stuff that the average person carries around, because the average person clearly doesn't carry anything nice. Not that you'd have to. I'm just saying, like, they probably are not aware that for the money there are better options out there. But anyways, still a lot of fun. Thanks so much to my patrons. That's going to be it today, guys. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe, because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.